The Hoboken City Council tonight voted in a majority to increase fines for parking across the board. So, for example, fines for parking violations will be going up, the residential permit fee will be rising, as well as the towing processing release fee will be increasing. Some members, though, of the City Council voiced their opposition, saying that the fine increases is just a revenue grab as a way to offset a projected $7.5 million deficit, which Second Ward Councilwoman Tiffany Fisher said could be as high as $14 million when all the numbers are come in.
And what I've come to appreciate over time is that the city does very specifically rely on parking revenue to balance its annual budget. And what we're seeing this year is it's not a $7 million deficit. It's potentially closer to $14 million. It's a giant number. And how that gets filled is a number of different sources. One is, and we'll talk more about this, I'm sure, over the course of the night. We'll talk more about it over the coming weeks. There's a lot of eyes on it, trying to figure out what to do, but it's a combination of increasing taxes, a combination of layoffs, a combination of trying to find other ways to cut costs and trying to identify additional revenues. So it's just kind of where we are right now, and using surplus to the extent that we have surplus available to use. So we're in the process of really trying to understand, all of that in the city.
So what was the rationale then for that $1 a week? Was that to, as the director said, there's multiple reasons. One is to potentially reduce the number of cars in the city of Hoboken. Was that the rationale, or was it purely a financial rationale?
I think it was. I don't think any of us thought that. I don't think we thought there was going to be a material decrease. I think it was a way to increase additional revenues in the context of the things that the city and the HP wants to do this year, as well as in the face of the deficit.
So can you articulate what those things are as far as the HPU?
No, let me explain. Yeah, let me explain something. The reason why we're having this conversation now, ideally that conversation about all of the different things like expanding the HOP or some of the other technology initiatives we're going to be able to do through the budget process. The timing of this conversation is very specifically because of the budget process. A better time to have that conversation that you're talking about, and a more strategic one, if we had the benefit of time, would be a little bit later in the year when we had a better understanding. But in order to be able to consider parking revenues in this year's budget process, the change needs to be done now. And we were asked by the administration to consider that change now. And so that is what we're doing. So it is revenue driven to help. I've said it publicly, it is revenue driven considering the needs of the city and the needs of HPU. I mean, we have to provide services to our community. We have increasing costs to provide those services. And as we look ahead over the course of the year and try and think about how we can improve transportation, how we can think about some of the private, maybe doing more with some of the private garages. We talked about that on our call as well, to be able to maybe better tap into some of the private sources of parking that we haven't maybe historically looked as much into. Like, this is the year we're hoping to do maybe a little bit more of that, but the timing of this decision is very much driven by the budget, is so we can get revenues into the budget this year.
Mark Busant reporting in Hoboken for Hudson County View, the eye of the community.